Hey Luca, it's your Pop Pop. Today we're going to learn how to change the oil in Pop Pop's red truck. The big one. Show you how we're going to do it. Okay. So I have the engine hood open. See the door on the top that opens, that closes? This is where you check the oil. This guy comes out all the way, and then you look at the end, and it says full or low. Let's see here. I want it focus. There it is. Has to be between those two lines. So this tells us how much oil we put in the truck. So I'm going to put this aside for now. We don't need that right now. Now, we're going to drain the oil. And I'm going to slide underneath the truck, and the oil comes out right there. So you get a wrench, the right size for that. Let's see if Pop Pop guessed right. Nope. See if I guessed the other one right. Nope. Let me go get a wrench. I'll be right back. I have the right wrench. Gotta make sure all the oil gets in the oil pan. So I got the big oil pan here, and all the oil goes in there after it comes out of the truck. So the oil is old. That's why I'm changing it. See how it's coming out? Alright, almost there. It's gonna come out fast. Here it goes. Ooh, yeah. Messy. See all the oil coming out? Oh, not too big of a mess. Drain plug right there. See it pouring out? Lots of oil comes out of this truck because it's a diesel. Diesel trucks take a lot more oil than a gas car or a gas truck. See it going down the drain? And get a rag. I have to wipe my hand. Okay, so the next thing you do is you take the drain plug and you clean it off really good with the rag. Just clean it off, get all the oil off of it, get all the goo and the yucky stuff. See? Now it's all clean, ready to go back. I'm gonna put it right there. It's gonna be right there, and it'll be ready to put back in once we're all drained out. See, it's still draining. It takes a lot of oil. Clean up my mess. Gotta keep clean. Just like you take care of your monster trucks, you gotta take care of your regular trucks. And that's why we do oil changes. Okay, so after you've drained the oil, see how the oil's still draining? You have to remove the oil filter. So this oil filter traps all the bad dirt inside here when the car is running. So you replace this, get a new one every time you do an oil change. It's really, really important. So I'm gonna remove this right now. Watch. A little slick. Get a rag. There we go. All right. Okay, here comes more oil. Make sure you catch it so Gigi doesn't get mad. We made a mess in the driveway. Okay. Drain down. Looks like it's gonna be okay. Oh, there it goes. See the oil coming out of there? Gotta make sure we get it in there. Let it drain out. Engine oil still draining right there. You can see the oil filter draining there. Once it stops draining, we'll take it off and we'll put a new one on. Okay, here's the new oil filter that I'm going to put on my truck. It's important, if the filter goes like this, that you fill it up with oil. It's called priming the oil filter. How you do that, you take new oil out of the bottle here, pour it in. Oops. Pour it in the filter until it's full. It's a big filter. Gives Pop Pop's truck nice clean oil. And then you take your finger and you go around the top. See the rubber gasket? Go around the top, and that makes a perfect seal so it doesn't leak. Okay? Are you with me? Okay. Get into position. Okay. You can do this with one hand. Okay. Let's see. Show you. Okay, so I'm gonna put the new oil filter. I'm gonna have to screw it on now. Watch how it goes on. Oh, don't you fall. There we go. So now I'm screwing it on. Goes on with several turns. In there. It's getting tighter. Oh. Get it really tight so it doesn't leak. Okay. Gotta make sure it doesn't leak. And clean it off. And then we're gonna write today's date on the side of it so we know when we did it. So it's 8/20 2024 is the year. See? Now I know when I changed the oil. Okay. Next, we're gonna put the drain plug back in. It's just about done. Once it slows to a drip, that's when we put the drain plug back in. Slowly turn it in. And this is really important. You gotta make sure this one's tight. Otherwise, the engine will go boom and cost Gigi and Pop Pop a lot of money. We don't want that. Don't forget to tighten it with the wrench. You always have to tighten it with the wrench. You can't just put it on by hand. One spin. Maybe one more try for good measure. Okay, all right. Now we get our drain pan. We push the drain pan out of the way so we can pick it up in the front. Get my tools out and my rags. Clean up my mess on the ground. Always clean up your mess. Or your wife or your mommy or your sister will get upset. Clean off your truck. Make sure it's all clean. Didn't leave any fingerprints. See how clean that is now? There. Looks proper, right? Okay. We'll take our rags and our bucket. Go to the front. Okay, so gotta find the place where you put the oil in the engine. And it's not the stick. This one is just to check how much oil is in the engine. You don't use that to fill. So that's just to check. That'll be last. But right next to it is another cap. See? Oil. Diesel. So I'm going to take this cap off and I'm going to put it aside for now. Okay. Let me go get my funnel. Hold on. So I got my funnel in there. Now I'm going to fill it. Fill the engine with oil. So here goes one. It's going in that hole. Gotta fill it slowly so it won't go in too fast. Okay, this is 4 quarts. Okay, there's 1. Get the other ones. Okay. Here's the next one. Let's do one thing real quick. Let's make sure no oil is coming out. And we're good. You always want to make sure it's not leaking. Pouring almost out. Get every drop in there. There's that. Cap back on. And we got one more new one. There we go. Get this one in now. Oh. Pop-up just threw some oil in the engine. Sun is hurting my shot here. Oops. Can't go too fast. See how it fills up in there? So 1 gallon has 4 quarts. There's 1, 2, 3 gallons. So that's 12 quarts so far. I gotta put 3 more in. Engine is very, very thirsty. Okay, this is the last one. Now, I'm not gonna put the whole thing in, just most of it. Always want to check the oil before you fill it all the way up. That puts us at 15 quarts. Now I think it's 16, but what we're gonna do, now we're gonna start the engine and make sure everything is okay. But I'm gonna take the funnel out first, just in case. Go get my key, turn it on. I'm gonna turn the engine on to get the oil pressure. I'll show you the gauge. When it turns on, the gauge will go whoop full. Watch, I'll show you. Okay. Watch for oil pressure. Come on. Watch this one right here. Oh, darn it. I'm not sure if you caught that last part, editor, but this is the oil pressure right here. That line is supposed to be right in the center. If that line, this line right here, was down here, we would be in trouble. We'd shut it off right away. But everything looks good. They don't give a number, which I don't know why, but they don't, but that's neither here nor there. We'll let it run for a little bit, get circulated, let the oil circulate, and then we're gonna check the oil level. Okay, so now we're gonna check the oil level. So I'm putting the dipstick back in the hole. See that little hole right there? It's really, really long. It goes all the way back in there until it stops. See how it's all the way in there? Now I'm going to pull it back out, and that's going to tell us how much oil we need to add or how much oil is in there. Let's see. Let's see if I can see it. Dry. Still not enough. See how there's no oil on there? Focus. Just a little bit on the end. Not enough. So we're going to add some more oil now. Focus. See how? No oil. Okay, let's add more. All right, we're going to add some more. Can't put too much in it, but we're going to add some more so it's at the right level. Pop Pop's truck takes a lot of oil. It's a big diesel truck. Let's see what that puts us. Hopefully we bought enough oil. Okay, so now I'm going to put the dipstick back in its hole. Feed it all the way back in there. That goes in there. And then take the funnel out. Put that over here. And then we take the oil cap. Remember we took that off? Put the oil cap right back on there. Tighten it up. Make sure it's tight and it won't fall off. This guy. Make sure we get all of our stuff out. Now that we're done, close the hood. See? There we do. That's how we do it. Now, the truck seems happier, doesn't it? I think so. That's it, Luca. That's how we change the oil in Pop Pop's truck. I hope you liked it. Let me know if you have any questions. See you, buddy.